Alright, here's a quick look at the Ninja Turtles Mega Bloks blind bag series of figures. These are, of course, based on the current Nickelodeon's cartoon. They all have some various different decos from the main toys, and some of these are only available in the blind bag sets. Now, they are a little different than the previous ones, the Classics Turtles that I've showed off. For one, like I'll use it with Mikey here, you can see they're a little bigger. A little more cartoony, a little larger than, not much, but slightly larger than the Classic Series Turtles. They also feature much more limited articulation. They have knees, hips. They don't have elbows. Actually, I guess the elbows are the only thing that's really missing on these. They've got the same kind of swivel joint to the shoulder, wrist swivel, and then hips and knees, and the feet. So the ankle, and there's a little bit more articulation in the legs on the Classics than there are on these. These are very basic. They come with the shell in one piece. Then they do come disassembled in the bag. You have to the shells are the arms are attached to the shell, but the belts, heads, legs, and accessories are all separate, as well as the little block they stand on. But yeah, so here's Mikey. He comes with some pizza, and apparently he's been rolling around like Scrooge McDuck in his pizza vault because he's got pizza all down his shell. And you can store the weapons on the belt. You'll see that on Raph. They've got a little peg hole there to post them up onto posts and action poses. So there's Mikey. Here's Leonardo. He comes with a happy expression, and unlike the other turtles, his eyes are not printed onto the mask itself. He's actually got some eye holes cut in his mask, and the eyes are printed onto the plastic head itself. He can hold one sword in his belt, and the other sword can go in his hand. He also comes with a little comic book here that he can hold. Raphael comes with his fiery, angry eyes. And at first I thought he had like a creamsicle ice cream sundae or something, but then I realized he's angry because Mikey has spray painted his name on the back of his shell. So that's actually supposed to be, he found the can of spray paint. That's what it's supposed to be, dripping spray paint. So he's pissed off because Mikey tagged his shell. And you can see he stores his little sai. He comes with two sai. Mikey only comes with one pair of nunchucks. Don only comes with one bow staff, as you'd expect. But Leo and Raph both come with two of their weapon. Then here's Donny. He comes with his staff and his little open-eyed expression. He's got a little heart on his chest and a picture of April. So this is kind of lovesick Donny here. Standard Foot Soldier. Again, there's a swivel here where the gray part of the arm meets the black part, and the basic shoulders, but no elbows. Very basic black and gray Foot Soldier. He's got knees, hips. He does have a waist swivel there where the piece meets right there. So like I said, a little more limited in articulation than the Classic series, but decent representations of the cartoon figure. So there's the Foot Soldier. Here's the hologram Shredder. Again, no elbows, same articulation as the Foot Soldier's, knees, hips. He does have a waist swivel, a solid head. His helmet does not come off. His claws do come off. You can snap them on and off to the forearm there. But the armor is a separate piece that goes on. It's all one solid piece. He's clear red because I guess he's supposed to be a hologram or something. I'm not sure why they did him in clear plastic or translucent plastic, but there is Shredder. Kraang. I was hoping to get more than one Kraang, but this was literally the only Kraang they had there. But he's cool because he's the robot Kraang body, and inside his chest comes with a laser pistol. His arms move just kind of like a battle droid Lego or a skeleton. He's got just a hinge at the shoulder and a hinge at the hips, and his legs are one solid piece. He does not have knee joints. But the little Kraang in here is a little rubbery dude that you can pop in and out of there. So it's just a little squishy rubber Kraang that can go into that fits in the shell. It's a little easier to get him in and out if you take the chest panel off. This upper chest panel is a separate piece. You can see, so you can put the Kraang into the body and then plug the chest piece in above it. But he is squishy enough that you can get him in and out without having to remove this. But it does make it much easier. And then the special rare one, I only got one double arm piece in mine. I think it's supposed to come with two. However, the instructions on the back of the sheet only show one double arm piece, but he does come with 4 arms, and he should have a separate little piece so you can have him in a regular 2-arm configuration, or you can use the double arm piece to attach a couple arms on, and he should have 4 arms. But mine came with 2 of the base, a little base piece, one of which Shredder's using right now. but it did not come with the extra double arm piece. So right now he's got 3 arms, which is still pretty cool looking, but 4 would be nice. He actually came with 4 weapons: the mace, the axe, the saw blade, and a second katana, which I have given to this Foot Soldier. The Foot Soldier only comes with 1. Now, I went into the store, I was looking for these. I mostly wanted to get some Kraang, and ended up buying the whole set because I went in there with 3 different sets of codes. Like, they come in little blind bags like this, and on the back, right up here, there's a printed code that will let you know. You can kind of see it there. It's A something, and you can see it. Like I said, there's at least 4 sets of codes out there because I went in with 3 full different sets of codes to try and find the Kraang that I wanted, and this is also a 9.5 series code. 9.5 being the last 2 numbers before MM here at the end, and these were completely different from the 9.5 series codes that I had. They're so the codes for the one I found, the other ones are out there, and I'll try to post a list of all of them underneath, of all the series codes underneath my underneath the video description here if you're looking for them. But the codes I found, A02095MM is Donny, A04095MM is Leo, A05095MM is Raph, A07095MM is Mikey, A08095MM is Shredder, 09095MM is Kraang, A10095MM is Foot, and A11095MM is the 4-armed Foot Soldier, or in my case, 3-armed. So yeah, 9.5, when I talk about series, 9.5 is generally the series. There's another set of codes that end with 9.5MM. I think there's 05. You'll see some, like, then a code for an 05 series would be like A04005MM. There's an 8.5 series, which the 9 here would be replaced by an 8. And there are at least 2 different 9.5 series ones because the 9.5 series codes that I had did not match these numbers at all. Like, they started with like 12 and 4. Like, the Kraang was A14095MM, and not this code. So yeah, there's plenty of them out there. Like I said, that's at least a 4th series of codes for these blind bags. So your luck may vary. You might find a completely different set of codes other than the 4 that I'm going to stick down here in the bottom of the video description. But anyway, they're fun little figures. Like I said, do be careful with the turtles. All of the non-turtle figures are fine. The turtles, their neck posts are so tight that just popping the head on, you can pop the heads on just fine. You can pop them off, but I wouldn't do it too much because just turning the head, they're kind of a softer rubbery plastic. But there's already, like, just popping the heads on, you don't want to turn them. They kind of stick, and there's already stress marks on the turtlenecks on these. So, like, the turtles themselves, and I don't know if that also carries over to the Nicktoons figures in the sets. I haven't gotten any of the Nicktoon figure sets. The classic turtles all seem to be fine. The non-turtle figures in the blind bag set seem to be fine, but all 4 of the turtles stress the neck a little bit. And again, I can kind of see the neck starting to stress and bend if I turn their heads too much. So you do want to be careful with those. They make nice little display figures and fairly posable, but you don't want to mess with the heads too much. I do recommend putting the headbands on the head before you snap them onto the body, because if you snap the head on and then try to put the headbands kind of fit in a groove back here, and then you got to kind of push them down in the front, that could also stress the neck, so do be careful with them. But there's the first wave of Mega Bloks blind bag figures from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.